Gnothi Seuton, love, peace, and blessing to you. All the best in everything that is healthy, wealthy, and happy to you and your family. And the really, really cool thing, about today and the age that we live in is research and doing your own research. And it's so powerful to be able to have the ability, really now, I mean, whatever you want to know, whatever you want to, learn, whatever, help you're looking for, really, it's right, just a couple, uh, just type a couple words and press search, and there you have it. And that's incredible. I mean, think of the potential that has for us. And over the years, it's always been the researchers. Well, I guess not always, I can't say always, but it's been the researchers that really, really look into things and, take a closer look, because it seems like there can tend to be a storyline, a narrative, and some narratives are beneficial to some groups and some organizations, and some are simply not. And we all know that there are influences and influencers in our reality, and not all of them are for our best good. Not all of them are for our happiness or for our benefit, and some of them are dangerous. Some are toxic, and some you just simply want to stay away from. And so when we talk about the narrative, it's always up to us to do our own research and find out what the truth is. Economists used to love to talk about how the Deutschmark, when everything went bad over in Germany, that it took a wheelbarrow load of Deutschmarks just to buy a loaf of bread. And they just I don't know why, but they just seem to like to bring that up all the time. May find that in some history books. But the other truth is that in other areas of Germany, towns would create their own currency, and where they created their own currency, their own peer-to-peer system, they thrived. I mean, all over Germany, there were towns that were thriving. Nobody was hungry. Nobody went without. Quite a few places were actually very, very prosperous. But you never hear about that. And the history books, don't seem to want to let people know about that. And conspiracy theory, suspicion can, just run rampant. But anyway, it's up to us. What narrative are we going to follow? Whose report will you believe? The scripture says. And so it's really, really powerful for us, especially now when we have everything at our fingertips, to be able to do our own research. And in doing your own research, another cool thing about that is you usually learn a lot more and have a lot more knowledge than just by hearing what somebody else said. I remember one time I was listening to a AM radio talk show, and I heard the host make a comment, and then I ended up talking to somebody, and they said that comment like they were the ones who originally said it. And I saw it happen over and over and over again. So sometimes we end up in a situation where we're just a bunch of parrots copying what we heard, and not even knowing if that is the truth. So a lot of times there are things that are released out into the public for certain interests, certain interest groups, and they're not for your best interest. They're not for my best interest. But now we have the ability to do our own research, to not follow someone else's narrative, but to have our own narrative. And it's always important for us to have our own narrative, not only about our worldview and about what's going on around us, but for ourselves personally and for exactly who we are and who we are telling ourselves that we are, and especially for our base programs, our subconscious programs that are core beliefs. We want those to be life supporting. We want those to be encouraging. We want those to be, prophecies that are fulfilling our own best good and are helping us to achieve our own authentic self. And by, just being cautious, taking a look at things, doing our own research, looking into things before we just blindly take things by faith and believe everything, to be able to do our own research, do our own investigation, do our own study. It's healthy for our brain. It can help us with our neuroplasticity, help us to create new neural networks. It's just good for us to be able to make sure that the narrative that we are following is one that is good and healthy and life supporting for us and for those around us. So, Gnothi Seutan, love, peace, blessing to you. Have a blessed day.